I call the member for Monero in reply.
Mr Deputy Speaker, I've never heard so much garbage from the member of Shellharbour. Let me put it for an example. The savings that we've got in place, because the reforms we've put in place, has led to savings for business, but at the same time giving better benefits to those who get injured at work. I've got a couple of examples. Tom was seriously injured with a spinal cord injury in 2010. Under the old scheme, he was receiving $432 a week.
The member for Shellharbour has had her opportunity.
So, Tom under the old scheme was getting $432 a week. Under the new scheme, he now gets $736 a week. That equates to an additional $9,735 extra in weekly benefits for the year. Julie was injured and has less than 20% whole person impairment, has been off work since April last year. She will undergo a work capacity assessment during 2013. Under the current scheme, she is receiving $432. If her work capacity assessment indicates she can return to work for more than 15 hours per week, she will start receiving a top-up pay of up to $891 per week, plus experience of the benefits of returning to work. See, what we're trying to do is put a scheme that rehabilitates workers to get back into the workplace, because that's what they want to do. We're going to help them through that transition period, at the same time making savings for businesses so that we have a scheme that is financial, sustainable and viable, so that all workers in this state are protected. And that's the difference. At the start of this debate, what I was looking forward to and what I was hoping for was the Leader of the Opposition and those opposite who claim to be the party that represents working families, the workers, the battlers, that you get here today and you protect jobs. Because if you rip up the reforms of the federal government, when you come into power, and that may be a long, long way away, when you may come into power, if you rip up these reforms, 12,000 plus jobs lost in the state of New South Wales. That's just the start of it. On top of that, we're all going to give lesser support to those that get injured at work. Does that sound like the party that supports workers or the battlers? No, it doesn't sound like that to me. What our reforms have achieved is simple: a fairer system for workers to get back to work, to be compensated, rightly so, but at the same time to make sure that businesses are viable and sustainable in a time when we know that the burden that's been put upon business from the federal government through the carbon tax, where we see insolvencies in this state and then in this country climbing each and every day. You just flick on Channel 7, Channel 9, ABC or ABC 24. We're hearing about the job losses, the businesses are closing down because they've been held to ransom by the previous government, Labor government, held to ransom by the federal Labor government because they kowtow to their union mates that have no interest in supporting business in this country. And we wonder why. We wonder why we're losing manufacturing. We wonder why the retail stores are closing. Mr Deputy Speaker, the reforms of the federal government around workers' compensation has been a great investment in the people of New South Wales.
Order.